Hey everybody, welcome to TLSB. Oh, what did you call it? You called it MTG Cracks?
Yeah, it's just MTGCrack. Yeah.
MTG Crack. With me, Puro here, and Poster Ghost. And we have another Secret Lair brought to you today. We have...
Brought to you by the algorithm.
Yeah, like, because I mean, that's what our metrics say, right?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. You guys have been liking some of these openings, and our little bullshit, you guys stick around until we get too wordy. So... learning from that, we'll be quick on the intro and the outro, and we'll get to the opening.
So I think these Secret Lairs came out 2 weeks ago? Week and a half ago?
It is currently the 30th of March, 2025. Didn't they do a vote where they were like, oh, whichever one gets more buys, we're going to do another Secret Lair with it, right?
I have no idea. Because, like, I wasn't asking for this, and I'm on the MTG subreddit. Like,
What, you didn't want, like, 5 mediocre dog things and 5 mediocre cat things?
they have arcane signets. No, you know why I really bought it? Because I know that the collar's in there, and I was like, I need that for the Cloud. I need that for Cloud. Like, that was 100%.
That's so funny. It's gonna be a better Basilisk collar for Cloud, though. It's gonna be the in-universe Final Fantasy one, and then you're gonna be upset because you're gonna have no use for your 2. You got to just put it right into your binder.
No, that was what. So, do we want to save the story for the? Maybe we should save the story for the end.
All right.
Show the people what they want, and then it'll be like when the credits roll, we're like the rambling at the end.
I don't know why our credit
Price
music
is
was
Right
John
sound?
Cena. It was a little bit John Cena, a little bit. I was going for Price is Right, but like my intro was definitely John Cena.
Yeah, you did like the tone of the Price is Right. All right. So today, you guys, we got Dogs Are Better Than Cats. You're tuning in. This is going to be unboxing of this Secret Lair. I don't know if this has bonus cards in it, but we're going to find out. I waited almost 2 weeks to open this just for you guys. All right?
I was sick.
He was sick and didn't go to the doctor. Not even once.
Didn't need to. Yeah, I didn't need to. I was good. Yeah, I was good. I'm feeling better already. Just a little bit of phlegm, you know? I slept for like 2 days straight and watched The Wire. I watched like 2 seasons of The Wire, like just for 3-4 days. And it was worth it. It was good.
I mean, it's a pattern of the staff. We are here for you guys. I mean, Chris did it with whatever mega flu he had for like 5 days. I did it on COVID, pneumonia. Chris did it with the after spilling hot soup on his feet.
That's right. It was tomato soup, so it was like literal lava. It even looked like it.
Let's get to
it was like thicker than like it wasn't like runny like water, so it was like phosphorus, like red phosphorus.
It was like when you're like the water's too hot in the shower, and it's just like, I hope that's not permanent. Like when your feet look red, you're like, All right. Oh. Let's start from the front. God, these are kind of fucked up on the corners.
Are they?
Yeah, look.
Get a new one. Get a free one. Wizards quality assurance has been shit dogs.
All right. First card is Escape to the Wild. Look, the dog's running off from the house, Chris.
What'd it do?
Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play the cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn. You may play an additional land on this turn for 5. If I'm getting a bath pants reason, I might as well earn it.
All right. Would you ever play that? What would you play that in?
This card was played in Standard. This card's actually really good. 5 cards. It's basically saying you draw 5 cards.
True.
All right. Next card is Rip Apart. Choose 1. Deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Pretty good.
Once he dutifully found all the fluff hidden in the room, the only thing left to do was wait for praise.
Good boy. He got it. He killed it.
Okay, I only remember some of them now. Titanic Ultimatum. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +5/+5, gain first strike, trample, and lifelink. Basically, the worst ultimatum.
Yeah, because the other ones like give you all of their creatures or wipe their whole board, so...
Or lets you search for 5 creatures out of your deck or some shit, right?
Yeah.
As the ritual dictates, to awaken destruction incarnate, you only need to serve the kibble.
Yeah, it's like a really bad Achrome as well.
And Naya colors. How do you guys feel, audience, about the ultimatums? I've only actually like tried to play one, and I was like, this costs too much.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried before, but you got to play them in the right decks, like Morphon decks or like shit like that, where you're actually generating more like colored pips.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Arcane Signet. Isn't she the best girl, Chris? Come on.
She
got
is.
A flower in her hand.
I'll give you that.
The official seal authenticating her identity as a very good girl.
Yeah, all right. She's a good girl. What deck's that going in?
Do I put it in Stella? No, I have the other one in Stella. Do I put it in the Angel deck because it kind of looks like Yoshiru, the legendary?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the Basilisk. This one looks like shit.
Yeah, I like the other one a lot better. The other Basilisk color is funnier.
If the fearsome Basilisk demands pets, pets will be given. And it's got its angry...
Now, you know what? One day on one of these like openings, I just want you to crumple one card, like out of nowhere, just
crush it.
Yeah, just like grip it with force.
Oh, Spirited Companion. When this creature enters, draw a card. Each day is comprised of 2 halves: playtime and nap time. It isn't nap time.
Hell yeah!
That's you. We just alter your face on it.
That's actually a good card. I play Spirited Companion in a lot of enchantment decks.
Well, I mean, fucking any white deck, because like card draw is so limited.
Right.
White. That's why they gave all the other colors a chance.
That must mean they give you the one in there's something Prideful Hunter, I think, draws you a card for the same thing, but it's a cat.
Bro, why would I? Dogs are better than cats. This is the name of the secret lair, Chris. Why would I play the cat?
No, I don't know. I think the other secret lair begs to differ.
I don't know. If you're a dog person or cat person, post below, but I'm just saying, I've never seen a dog act with malice in its eyes, you know?
You've never seen a dog act? All right. And on that note, everybody, wait, were we going to discuss something?
Oh, for everybody who's like only here for this part, this is where you can turn it off. We'll see the percentage, basically, we'll see this, this cliff right after.
Yeah, this is where the viewer drops off, but yeah.
So... yesterday, we went to do a tournament at Max's Comics. Also not the town that I live in, so not going to find that out. So,
you're like, haha.
So we went for a tournament, and so I think we're going to get sweaty a little bit. And then I found out it was like $500 limit for like a deck, and I was like, Jesus, which deck could I even modify to get that low? Like, that I would actually want to like take things out of. And so me and Carlos were talking about it, and we tried to do it with the Angel deck, and it was basically the same deck. It was basically the same thing.
And we were like pulling
like a lot of branches. That's not what I played. Like, because we only committed like a little bit of time to that, and then I was like, well, because I have a lot of reps with that deck, because there's not a lot of thinking involved. Like, you're kind of just playing things and protecting yourself. So I was like, well, Carlos, if I'm being honest, like the decks that I need the most reps with are either my Atraxa deck or Stella Lee, just because there's a lot of decisions to be made. So I can like, shortcut through like when you're explaining something to somebody, right? And I was like, but I don't think we're gonna get Atraxa down that low. Like there's too many like $10 to $20 planeswalkers in there.
There's also too many duels. Like you have to play a lot of the multicolored lands in it too.
Yeah, so we started looking at Stella then, and my Atraxa deck proxied is like, I don't know, like 7K. Like, but those are dual lands. I only have one of the 6 that I play, like in real life.
Right.
So that's like a huge chunk of it off. But in Stella's only like 3K, and there's a lot of rock proxies in it. And the rock proxies just make you go faster. So me and Carlos kind of like looked at the list, and we were like trying to break it down. I was like, to be honest, this was like CEDH, so like it's super reactive to the meta. And so like there's a lot of counter spells, a lot of control. It's a combo deck. And so I started taking cards out, and like we got to keep some things, but we ended up getting it to like 495 or something like that. Or 475.
Just slid it right in there. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to add a bunch of lands because I was playing like 26. I was playing 26 lands in that deck. So I took out Mana Rocks.
Special.
So I added, and I didn't really get to playtest it much before we went. So we went to the tournament, and I'm going in there, assuming you're like, well, maybe it's going to be sweaty. Like, I'm not going to just play against aggro. I'm going to bury the lead there about that. So I end up going. We're supposed to meet there at 6:45. Carlos and Jonathan get there at 7:10 because they were waiting for his wife to get home. And
is that when the tournament starts at 6:45?
No, like they started at 7, but Carlos called ahead.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, they made us use the companion app, which I'd never used before. Like
I hate the companion app. It never
for
works.
the event. Like, Jonathan's kept messing up, and it was just like, all right, whatever.
It's terrible because like when there's that many people connecting to at an event, the Wi-Fi is going to be ass. And then it's like, you have to stay connected. And then it's like, let me refresh every time I want a new table. Yeah, it sucks. They need to do something else with that. So we end up getting split up, and I get to play with Jonathan. Carlos is at a table playing against the guy who ultimately won. So we're playing, and I don't know what a keepable hand is for it now. Like, I'm just trying for something consistent, and I was used to keeping like 1 and 2 landers and seeing where it would go. So we're playing, right? And I only drew 2 lands until like the 4th turn. You're like, oh, god damn it.
And I died on the 4th turn.
Nice. So it was really sweaty, in other words.
No, it wasn't. Do you want to know how I died? Do you want to know how I died?
No.
So I countered Jonathan's commander with a daze, right? No, I didn't counter his commander. I countered his lightning greaves. And then it came back around, and then a guy had used Entomb to put anger into his graveyard, and he played Kalia the Vast. And he put the demon into play that kills you if it deals damage to you.
What? There's a demon that kills you if it hits you?
So like it puts your life at 1.
Oh.
And it can only attack alone. It can only attack alone, and I had no blockers.
So mean.
So I was out at like turn 4.
Oh, brutal.
So like I was like, well, fuck.
Well, they saw you coming. They were like, yeah, the guy's gonna bring Stella Lee to this table.
Well, one of the guys, after we were done, like, he was talking about how he had the deck and he didn't realize how it worked, and I had to like I fanned the deck out, and I'm like, well, this is what you're doing. Oh, because we played again afterwards. The guy who won went to go get food, and we played one more, and I won on turn 3.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So like, what did I do? I got Stella Lee out using, I think I had fast mana. I played Stella Lee, had the next turn, nobody interacted, and I know she's a kill on side commander, and I'm like, okay, everybody tapped out.
No one knows what's going on here then, huh? Yeah.
So I played I played Thassa's Oracle, bounced an island to my hand to daze it, with holding priority, then I Cerulean Wisp to untap Stella Lee, draw my whole deck, and then pay the 1 for the Thassa's Oracle, and the Thassa's Oracle went into play. And I just won. And I was just like, and everyone was like, wait, explain what happened.
Yeah. You're like, no, the bomb just went off, and we don't know what, like, we just saw the flash, so you're gonna have to tell us, where it came from.
Yeah, it was like, well, this is my thing. I'm going to try to counter it, right? And then in response to that, I'm going to play this thing that untaps Stella Lee, and I'm going to tap the copy and then just use the copies over and over. And then it's just like, oh, I've been playing that deck against my friend at work, and we play at lunch, and I have no idea how it works. And I, like I said, I had to like fan the whole thing out and be like, so these are the things that make you win the game. Right?
Yeah, like these, watch this and this, or this and this. Like, anything that taps and untaps, basically, or,
Yeah, and like any the big combo cards are all like commons and uncommons. So he was like taking pictures. He's like, all right, well, this is what I'm gonna do.
He's like, my friend's in for a surprise here.
He was he wasn't playing a precon, but he was having mana issues too. He was the next person out after me, but he was saying they've been playing every day at lunch at work. And
nice, yeah.
They're 95, 90 and 25. Guess who has the 90? The friend. And it's just like, yeah, you need to go in there and be like, man, I just don't know how this deck works. And then you're like, and then the spark comes on your eye, right? Where it's like, surprise.
Did I break it? Did I win?
So yeah, we played a later game, and it was just, well, after that, because we didn't know it was just winners, right? It was single limb. So we started to play again, and I was like, well, let me play a different deck. So I played tokens, and I played the green-white pig, the one that Yasharn.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
The one that ramps and then says your opponents can't pay life or sacrifice. So Carlos played Wayfarer's Bauble, and I was like, he started to sacrifice it, and he like started looking through his deck, and then I looked at it and I was like, Carlos,
you're like, I'm sorry.
I only did this to get the forest and the plains, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, great.
You're like, my bad.
And then
every time.
And then it's just like, throughout that game, I had gotten like Brotherhood Regalia, made Giada, not Giada, what's the green white one?
Emera.
I made her unblockable and had Ward 2.
Yeah.
and then like I had like he was playing the Mothman, the third guy, and the first card I flipped off of the rad counter was Doubling Season. And I was like, you got very lucky. You got very lucky. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And then I got to play like Divine Visitation and stuff. So like, and then I played the creature that turns into enchantment, the Dustborn one, the green one. The one that gets a tap for mana.
Vitality, yeah, that's a great card because it's just a body, but it's also like a Cryptolith right for 3. So you're like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, like I had ramp, and like I made 2 angels, and then I tapped like a bunch of my creatures to like play the 6/6 who gets like +2/+2 and gives all your creatures +2/+2 if you have your commander. The lieutenant, the green one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was
the
like,
Royal Guardian.
Yeah. And then he was like, Jonathan came back because he had lost, and he's like, oh, you guys want to play? I was like, and Carlos was like, well, I'm fine scooping it up here, but we just want to get drunk. Like one guy I think Carlos doesn't really like, he has some artifacts in play and that's it. And then the other guy we were playing with, he just had like the Mothman.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I've got like 7 creatures right now.
Like, I got lots of stuff, yeah.
So, yeah, and then we did like the big game where like there was a guy, he was playing blue and Eldrazi, and I was playing like, his commander was Braids, the blue one. The one that's basically lets you put an artifact, creature, or land into play at the beginning of your upkeep. And so we were letting it happen, and I'm just like trying to be really casual. I drew 2 planeswalkers the whole time. Like, I got to play Karth with just me look at the top 7 3 times before I got one. And I was so just funny. Like frustrated. And like the guy who had been the extra player, he was playing Vorinclex. And,
oh, nice.
And he played Defense of the Heart, and everybody was like looking around the table. I had 2 creatures in play then, and I was like, well, I mean, let's let him have it. Let's see what he does. Like,
oh no.
And he got like the roll 20 dragon, like the Dungeons Dragons one, the green dragon,
one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the one that doubles the creature's power.
Oh yeah. The whatever the other one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So he played that one, and it was just like
Elendrell or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like the game sort of turns into like this stalemate for a second because like we're all like, ugh, that's really gross, and I'm just like, I mean, it's fine. Like I have like a Swords to Plowshares in my hand and like a little bit, but then I drew so many lands, and I was just like, every time that Braids came around, I just put another land into play.
You're like, yes, get rid of this land. That's so funny. No, so but yeah,
his dragon got up to like 20 something counters, and he hit Carlos. Mm-hmm. And then the he was gonna use the thing that let him the green spell that says draw cards equal to the creature's power, or whenever it deals damage next this turn. Mm-hmm. And the mono blue player used Fierce Guardianship, and I was like, okay, but he's still attacking Carlos because he doesn't want him to draw the cards. I'm like, Carlos, what is it worth to you for me to save you right now?
Like you didn't get the cards.
And he's like, well, I'll protect you. And he's like, shows me like 3 counter spells in his hand. I was like, all right, I'm gonna Swords to Plowshares that dragon. And then the blue player is mad. Like he's mad because he uses Fierce Guardian.
Yeah.
I was like, use yours. In response, he's like, well, that was a waste. You killed the creature. And I'm like, yeah, but I got that. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, yeah, but I got that Fierce Guardianship out of your hand.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Why would I? Yeah, until I absolutely need to.
So.
That's funny.
Yeah, we had to get. I didn't get back until like super late. Like, we didn't finish the last round until like 11:15.
Damn, yeah. That's like normally when I go, I have to stop at like 9 because I have an hour drive back when I go to play in Brunswick. But so I have to stop.
Chris, at like so Poster Ghost is an hour away from Brunswick, just in case any of you guys trying to vector people's locations. If he's giving you 3 locations, now you can know.
Now you know.
Wait,
what
is
if
the
I'm
store
giving
normal?
approximation? No, I go to a bunch of different stores. It just depends on who's coming to where. If they're coming down here, there's a couple places around here we can go to. But if I'm going up there, there's one that I prefer to go to.
Oh, what's his name?
Just because his name?
What's its name?
Oh, Gamebox Games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I went to one. What was the one we went to last time? It was cool. It was like a comic book shop, but then you go all the way into the back, and it's like a little
down
basement,
some stairs, like
a area, and there's like couches and like Super Smash Bros.
Bathroom
playing, and you're like, and you smell it as soon as you start getting close to it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to play here again, just because like it's cool. The culture was cool there, but it was just too smelly.
Wear your deodorant, people.
Yeah, deodorant hygiene is important when you go to play. My friend Hannah will refuse to play at shops that don't smell good. If she will leave a shop once it starts to smell. So there's definitely a reason.
What if she was winning? What if she was winning?
What if she was winning?
Where's the line?
I wonder if she'd finish her game. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and to those of you who stayed for the Yap Sesh afterwards, here's to hoping this isn't your last save point.
Bye.